Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 19-minute schedule is off. We're welcome to the 2025 edition of Grafton's National Night Out. This is Grafton Community Television's coverage. We will be here all night long. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bob DeToma, and alongside is my co-host, Dawn Anderson.
Good evening, everyone. It's so great to be here. The weather is amazing tonight, so please enjoy the evening. Come on down, say hello.
We brought a little artificial weather. See, we got some wind going over here, so that
Yes.
helps out a lot. So every year we come out here on the GCTV front porch, we open the doors, and we wait to see what happens behind us. And it turns into a community event. It's always designed to be a community event, but the community comes out in force.
And one thing I've learned over the last couple of years while I've been doing this with you is that there are regulars who are looking forward to coming over and talking with us about what they've been doing and what they do for the community, and it's a lot of fun. I remember last year in particular, more than one person said, I make it a point to come because Grafton does such a great job with their National Night Out. It's always so well attended, and there's just such great community spirit.
And it's great to hear that feedback.
Yeah.
For all of the work. Bill and I were talking. We said it's like hours and hours of setup, and then the night is over like that.
That.
It's like Christmas.
Yep.
It just comes in, takes over, and then it's over in the blink of an eye. So before we get too deep into our conversation, let's just get this microphone up here like this.
Am I a little too far away?
Oh,
Is
that's
that better?
perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is our first year with headsets.
Yep.
I was just starting to get a hang of holding the microphone all night.
Well, you can hold that.
Which
You can
is,
hold that for the guests when they arrive. Yeah, we had a funny situation that happened last year, and that was, and Dawn and I talked about this in pre-planning, was that I believe that Dawn asked me a question, whatever it might be. And I responded with what I thought was the question. I was way off base. And it could have been a question about town meeting, for example.
Yep.
And I said, yeah, I love apple pie. So that's why.
And the look on my face was like...
Gave it away.
Okay.
Just gave it away. Yep. And so here we are with new headsets, looking like we're doing an NFL broadcast.
Yes!
And the best part is I can hear everything Dawn is saying. Yes. I can talk to Bill in the booth. I can talk to the floor manager. We are good to go.
We are.
I understand you might have a story to tell us about this evening before we went on the air.
Yes, I, as you know, and maybe some of the viewers remember, I work for Scholastic Education as a marketing manager, and I was a little behind schedule today because we had a conference call with a West Coast author. We're doing a book launch. It's going to be part of one of my products as a bigger collection. So I had to transfer the call to my phone, still be engaged, talking. There were 12 people on the call. I finally hung up the second I pulled in the parking lot, and Bob was calling my personal phone while I was pulling in and said, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?" And I said, "I'm so sorry. I don't want to sound pretentious, but I was on a call with Tatiana Ali, and I couldn't get out of it because, she's amazing, and she just wrote her first children's book called Ozzie and the Octopus. It is about her son, who is a huge lover of octopuses and goes on an underwater adventure collecting shells and meeting an octopus and going into their nesting grounds. And its children's book is beautifully illustrated by one of our graphic designers, and we're really excited. It's going to be part of a classroom library that we're launching this fall, but we're also collaborating with her publicity team so that we can get it into all major bookstores as well.
So that qualifies as the best excuse. So if you're watching at home, kids, and why did you lose your homework? Why did you miss class? I was on the phone with Tatiana.
And for some of those younger kids who may not know who she is an actress. She's still an actress. She recently had a guest arc on Abbott Elementary, but her first big role was as on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith. And the two of them are still friends. They actually recreated an iconic dance scene from the show just recently on her Instagram Live, which was very cute.
So there we are.
Yes.
We were all up to the minute.
Yeah.
So as we said, National Night Out is a national event, and it's a police community partnership. And as you can see on the shot behind us, the community comes out to interact with members of the Grafton government, the members of the select board, the town administrator. They talk to the members of the police force, obviously. They talk to firemen. They talk to the Veterans Advisory Committee, the Accessibility Advisory Commission. They talk to Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. There are just
Grafton Emergency Management.
Yes, I knew I was going to leave one
Yes.
off. And they're all here, and they're all set up with their tables, and they're just waiting for you to come up and talk to them. And as I said, it's nationwide, and this runs from now, since we've started on the air, till almost 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Non-stop coverage. The two of us are here. Can you think of anything we need to add to that lengthy list?
Isn't there food?
Yes. I was hoping you'd say that. So there are food vendors, or there are donations that have been made to the police department for concessions, if we want to sound
Yes.
like we're at the game, we're going for the concessions.
Yes.
So there are normally hot dogs, which
Yeah.
are graciously served by the members of the Grafton Job Corps, and there are the pizzas that are donated by Pepperoni Express.
Mm-hmm.
There are normally pies from
Tabletop
Pie.
Pies.
Right, correct. Yeah.
Yep, they are actually a very generous community sponsor. They sponsored pies for the students who went to the 8th grade field trip. So I got the privilege of going to pick up the pies. The Tabletop Pie facility in Worcester smells amazing.
Of course it does.
It is amazing. And there was some confusion about where I had to go to pick up, and they weren't at the main office, and I had to go down into the factory area. And for my troubles, they gave me a limited edition pie, which was a chocolate cream, like Boston cream chocolate pie.
Oh, wow.
That was really good.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if we have any of those, but
It's always nice to get special gifts when you visit a place. It's I wish it was pie more often, but sometimes you just have to take what you're given and be grateful. So National Night Out, again, GCTV is here every year, and one of the things that we have used for the past couple years is the Grafton Wonder Wheel. Mm-hmm. And when we have our guests come in and they chat with us, we offer them the opportunity to have a spin at the wheel, and then we ask them questions
Yes.
based on what the wheel gives us as the number,
Yep.
the important number. Not quite Wheel of Fortune.
no, not quite Jeopardy either.
Might be
but
Wheel
there's
of Misfortune.
Wheel. But I will say that we both were very careful. We each came up with 6 questions, and I know from reading yours and being here last year, there's no repeats.
Nope.
You're not getting the same question that
Nope.
you may have gotten last year. So
Nope.
this will be a fresh new game show experience.
Right. And there's no political questions. There's no difficult topics. They're all conversation starters. Some of them have a bit of a history twist, and we're hoping that we can get some entertaining and maybe some well-informed answers.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's all part of the programming that comes here tonight on GCTV. We chat in between guests. Bill will provide video coverage from the camera if we happen to take a quick break. We take a quick break often if we're going to have a guest come in and pop up on the stage and either talk to us, or sometimes they perform. Mm-hmm. And this might be a good opportunity to take a break to have our first guest come on board.
I see some movement
Out
to
of the
my
corner of
left,
your eye?
so I believe our first guest is preparing their performance.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It works. I was going to say accoutrements, but
Accoutrements. Okay.
it's all right. I don't even know what it means. So with that said, we're going to take a break here and get ready for guest number 1, National Night Out 2025, and that's where Dawn says,
Thank you, and we'll be right back.
and we have come back live at National Night Out in Grafton, Massachusetts, here at the GCTV front porch, and our first guest for the evening. Here he is, Steve Charette.
It's great to be here once again at the Nationals 2025. I think I lost count on how many times I've been here, but I have a great time every time I'm here.
Well, we think this is your 40th appearance.
Oh, 40th, yes. We're 39.
If you're going to get gigs out of this, you might as well build it up.
Well, you know, I'm busy right now. You know, I'll be at Tanger Outlets Foxwoods Resort the 17th of August. I'll be at the Sterling Fair for September 6th and 7th doing 5 shows.
Wow.
So, and other things besides that.
All right.
It's good.
So what are you going to show Dawn and I tonight?
Dawn, let's do some money magic. You like money, don't you?
Yes.
My wife loves it too. There we go. Has to do with that $2 bill, as you can see. Dawn, I want you to feel that $2 bill. Make sure that's real. It's genuine, right?
Yeah,
It
that
is
feels
genuine.
good.
$2 bill. Watch what happens when you fold it like that, and you give it a little snap. By doing that, Dawn, turns into 2 $1 bills over here. You check that out. Make sure they're real $1 bills.
Wow.
But you know what? The hard part
Yeah.
is to make it turn back into the $2 bill. Let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
Watch very carefully, very slowly. Watch, I'll do it slow. Watch, we'll take it. Done. We'll go like that. And give it a little snap, a little shake. Watch. Back to the $2 bill. Is that crazy?
And we couldn't be any closer to you.
No, we couldn't.
Ever seen one like that before?
No.
Me neither. It's crazy.
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Don, I think I brought it with, oh, it's a little purse over here. It's inside that little purse. There we go. Take that out. There we go. You can check out that purse. It's pretty cool. Anything inside there?
It's
No, nothing at all?
it's empty.
No? I'll tell you what, Don. Well, let's open that up. You got to give it a little shake.
Okay.
By doing that, watch. You take out a little ball right there. And another ball there. And another ball here. There we go. We got how many we have, Don?
3.
3 of them. Which
Yes.
one is your favorite? You pick one.
This
Okay, you hold that in your hand just like that. There we go. We'll place these right on the table like that. We're gonna make sure that's empty. Is that empty?
Yes.
Place that inside all the way down. Now, being a magician, they carry props like a magic wand. Here it is over here, Don. Tap it. Watch. Actually, you hold on to it.
Oh,
we'll
thank
take this one over here. Watch. Tap my hand. Tap the bowl. Watch. It's gone. There it is. Look at 2 there. Is that crazy? Now let's go like this. Watch. There's 1, 2. That goes over there. Tap my hand. Tap the bowl. Watch carefully. There it is over here. There we go. I'll tell you what. Let's go like that. Turn that over like this. Watch what happens. That goes like that. If I squeeze it tight, it's gone. Watch. There it is over here. We got 2 of them. There's 1. There's 2. Now, Dawn,
Yes.
the third one is the hardest one to do.
Oh,
I want you
okay.
to take those 2. Actually, we'll place them inside like that.
Okay.
And I'll turn that one over like that. There we go. We'll take this one over here. Watch it. Place it right about there. Tap my hand. Tap the bowl. It's gone. Watch carefully. There it is over here. All 3 of them over here.
Amazing.
Crazy stuff. Is that crazy?
Yeah, that
How
was
many
great.
on the table?
There's 3.
3 of them. I'm going to show you how this works, okay?
Okay.
Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. Watch. If I place 1 there, 2 there. Third one goes over here into the pocket. Tap my hand. Tap the bowl. How many in the bowl now? Can you guess?
3.
3?
Yeah.
It's none there. There's only a little rabbit right there.
Oh!
There it is over here.
Oh my God!
That's
You
crazy
pulled a
stuff.
rabbit out of the bowl.
Yes, they always want me to produce a rabbit.
Yeah.
Let's teach you guys one. Is that okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put that over here. This has to do with the piece of rope. There we go. And take that in your hand, Don. I want you to pull it. Make sure there's no elastics, no opening. Looks like a big jump rope. There we go. Right? There it is over here. Now, Don, I want you to pick up the scissors for me. There we go. I'll grab the magic wand. And I want you to cut the end right about there for me.
There.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll place that right there. And let's cut this end right about here. There we go. Cut that end. Good. Excellent. We'll place that on the table. Now, Don, now that you cut both ends, I'm going to have her cut the middle of the rope. Let me show you. Here are the ends. We'll show the camera. There's the ends. Let's bring the middle all the way up like that, Don. And cut it right about here for me. Excellent job. Thank you so much. In fact, I have how many pieces? 1, 2,
It should
right?
be 4.
Well, 4 pieces. Well, we got 4 ends. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 ends. But watch what happens when you take one end and you place it right there. You can start this whole thing over one more time. There it is over here. There we go. I'll tell you what. Place the scissors right there for me.
Okay.
There we go. Let's try that one more time. There we go. And Dawn, let's cut it one more time. Like that. Did I cut it?
Yes, you
In fact,
did.
let me trim the ends off one more time. There we go. There we go. Take
Okay.
that end. There we go. Pulling that in for me, Dawn. Watch very slowly, very carefully. It's all back together into one big piece. Is that crazy? We'll show everyone how this works. I want to teach you guys how this works, okay?
Okay.
All you need is a piece of rope, a pair of scissors, and Don, would you take that in your hand? Let's bring the middle all the way up one more time, and I want you to cut it approximately in the middle, yeah? Cut it right about there.
Okay.
And we'll show the audience, once again, we have 2 pieces of rope, as you can see.
Yes.
Now, what you really didn't see me do before is I took the ends and I tied them together just like that into a knot like that, Don.
That seems
Place the scissors on the table, take the end of the rope, by snapping my fingers, watch what happens, and slide it all the way over here to you, all the way over here to me, all the way over here. I could do this all day, Don. Let go of the rope for a moment because we could take that knot and slide it all the way off. There it is over there. That leaves me with one big piece of rope. You may keep that as you wish.
Oh.
There we go, as a little souvenir. There we go. We have time for one more?
Sure.
I think
One
so.
more? Okay, let's do a little sleight of hand over here using a little purse that has a bottom.
Okay.
And we're going to reach inside and show everyone. These are just regular coins. There's one. Want to check them out?
Yeah.
2.
Okay. That's John F.
3.
Kennedy, right?
The Kennedy $50.
Yeah.
They add up to $2, do they not? They do. There we go. Now I'll place 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. Now one at a time, Dawn. We'll go from my hand over here to this hand. I'll make a fist, as you can see. There's
Yeah.
the coins.
4
There we go.
coins.
How many?
Yep.
4? Watch what happens. Give it a little shake. There's 3 now. There's number 4 right there. I'll do that again. Did you get that one? We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many there? 1?
1,
1. And Dawn, how many over here?
3.
3 and 1. Watch. Keep an eye on it. Give it a little shake. There's 2 and 2. 1, 2. Sleight of hand,
Wow.
Dawn. I have an idea. Would you place your hand on the table like that for me? How many we have on the table? 2?
2.
2. And how many in that hand over here?
2.
I want you to take these 2. I want you to squeeze them as tight as you can. Tight, tight, tight. Don't let me get them. 2 coins there. There we go. Watch me take that magic wand. We tap it. Watch. I got 1 now. Open your hand. You got 3 coins. She's good. Don, let's only use 2 coins. Place any 2 on the table. And I'll place 1 away. Place that one over there. First one always goes in that hand right about there. You squeeze it tight. It's gone. It comes back over there. Let's take the last one, Don. Watch the last one. We'll make that one walk on the fingers. There we go. Get over there. Place it right about there. Hold on to it. It's gone. It's back over there. They say if you squeeze it tight, you toss it way up, it comes under the nose. Ooh, there you go. Isn't that crazy? Don, check that out. Make sure that's it's a bang it on the table.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that real?
Yeah.
It is. I have an
Yep.
idea. Place your hand out like that for me. Watch what happens. 1, 2, 3. That turns into the big one right there.
Whoa! Inflation.
Yes. The stock market's been
I
going
don't
up.
think that's how inflation
Well, let's
works.
get rid of that by tossing it all the way up like that, Don. It disappears. It's gone. Do you have a ring on your finger?
I do.
Take your ring off. Oh, that's good. Yeah, about my wife's size. There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Don. There we go. Is that a sentimental ring? Mean something to you? Well, it is a magical ring. Keep an eye on it. Ready, 1, 2, 3. It's gone from my hands. Back on your finger. That
Yeah.
would have been good, huh?
That would have been
Watch,
great.
my hands are empty. I need my car keys over here. Watch. We unzip them all the way around. Something in between the keys, Don. Is that your ring?
Yes.
Absolutely
Is
amazing.
that crazy? That is your ring.
Yes, it
on
is.
the keys. In fact, if I lose that ring, I am insured here at the Nationals. Let me show you what I mean, because I think I brought it with me. Yep, my wallet, and we have credit cards over here. Now watch what happens when I squeeze it. Watch. Disappears. It's gone. Would you open up that wallet for me? Would you unzip that all the way around? Reach inside there.
Yeah.
There's your ring. That is your ring.
That is my
There we go.
ring.
We want to make sure. There we go. Well, thank you guys so much for
Wow.
having me.
Thank you, Steve.
Great night ahead of us.
Appreciate it.
And,
We do. We do.
Thank you so
and
much.
hope
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
so
watch the
fun.
Nationals. And this is a great group. We're going to have
Steve
a couple
Charest.
thousand people here.
Magician.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Don.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
So much more to come here at Grafton's National Night Out.
Thank you all for staying tuned. It is 5:30, approximately 78 degrees. We'll be right back.
Beautiful. And we have returned at National Night Out. This is GCTV's coverage of this annual event on the GCTV front porch. I think I like the sound of that.
I do. I like the front
Yeah,
porch.
why not? Why not? Our next guest is Evan Broussard. He's the town administrator for the town of Grafton. How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah?
Thanks for having me.
Thank
Beautiful
you for-
night.
Thank you for
It
coming
is.
by.
The weather couldn't be more perfect.
Yes.
Summer is treating you well. You had some excitement this year.
It's been an exciting year. I feel like I say that every year. We're continuing to, roll out new and exciting things and just try to keep up with it, what everybody's looking to do. So it's fun.
Good.
It's fun. Yeah.
So we prepped you before you came on tonight to see if there was some things you wanted to talk about. But Dawn had something she wanted to bring up specifically. Do you remember what it was?
I wanted to talk about updating the charter for next year. That is something that we have to do every 10 years.
Yep.
And we are going to have a call for volunteers to join the committee. And I just wanted you to kind of speak to that a little bit. As
Sure.
moderator, I will
Right.
appoint. But
Right. So the town will advertise that as we get a little closer. I think we had talked about the appointment date would be at the spring town meeting of 2026. So I think after we get through the fall town meeting, we'll do the advertisement for that and look for volunteers. And hopefully we get a good selection of people. And then, it is the moderator's appointment at that following town meeting. So it's a big job. It's an important job. I definitely think that even people that don't really understand the charter or know about local government would find it interesting and learn
Yeah.
quite a bit. So I encourage anybody that's thinking about it to or looking for a committee to join or something. And it's a pretty short commitment.
exactly,
So
that's what I was
it's a
thinking.
good
If you
way
wanted,
to-
you were interested in volunteering, but you're not really ready for a long-term commitment, this would be just for the duration of reviewing the charter.
Right, yeah, and people,
And-
you can dip your toe into it. There'll be, I'm sure, a good blend of people that have less experience and people that have been around local government for quite a long time. And I think that's important to have that blend. So
Yes, absolutely.
I definitely
agree.
think it's worthwhile. It's
Yeah.
So if we were choosing people to be on the Charter Review Committee, what type of people would we like to see?
I would say the biggest variation of people that you can have. So someone from, you're an attorney, or you work in a local government somewhere else, or you're an entry-level position at a local business, or whatever it is. As long as you're a Grafton resident and you're into it, I think that's what we're looking for.
No special skills required.
No, because we're going to have people from the town side that are experienced with that or that can help guide the process.
Yep.
But we also have town council that'll be involved with it.
Yes.
So, it's great if we have people that have that type of experience that are into it, but it's not a requirement. And I think that having people that don't understand it as well as some other people, the people that don't understand it are probably going to ask questions that we wouldn't ask, or the people that know a lot wouldn't ask, because they're already past that
Yep.
stage, and maybe that helps uncover some things where we say, oh, you know what, that's a good point, we should look at that.
Yep, and I also think the length of time that you've lived in town isn't really a factor, so don't let that hold you back, because I think
Right.
someone who's new to town has a new perspective and has reasons why they moved here.
Right.
That would help
Right,
form
and I
their
think there's a reason why the
opinions.
charter doesn't specify that you have to have been here for a certain amount of time,
Yep.
because it's really open to everyone.
Yeah.
And I really hope people take advantage of it.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to learn about the history of the town and how things function.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, moving on. Topic number 2, the New Health Alliance.
Yeah, so if people have been following along, or even if you haven't, we parted ways with the Worcester Health Alliance. That group dissolved, and we've spun off and formed our own alliance with the towns of Shrewsbury and West Boylston. So far, very successful. We've been able to transition without any impact to services in any of the 3 communities. We've been hiring like crazy, trying to fill all the positions that need to be filled. So that's going really well. It's nice to have it back in the hands of the local communities that are all about the same size-ish, that have similar needs compared to the city of Worcester. So I'm already starting to see some of those changes that we've noticed for the last few years that differentiate us from Worcester. So really happy with that. Really thankful to be partnered with Shrewsbury specifically. They've done the lion's share of this lift. They are the host community, as we are with a couple of other districts, but they're the host on this one, and it's been going really swimmingly.
Good.
Yeah, excited about it.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about the North Street Park?
Yeah, so we just broke ground on that. That's really exciting. That's been years in the making. So we had to go back to the drawing board once we got our initial bid. It was about double what we were told it was going to cost. And so we've been just doing everything internally. So highway department's been involved, and cemetery department, everybody, really all hands on deck to do whatever we can do in-house. It's taken us a little longer because we're doing it in between our
normal job
day.
needs.
But we've gotten it done, and now the contractor that's doing the parking lot and the ADA walkway, the ADA accessible walkway,
Yep.
as well as the pavilion, they are on site. They've closed the site to outside access because they're going to use machinery. And so by the end of this week or the end of next week, somewhere in that range, they'll be in full swing up there. So it's already staked and
Wow.
laid out. It's ready to
Okay.
go. It's very exciting.
What is the anticipated opening date? Like if
So
they
we
broke
we-
ground, what do you
Yeah,
think?
we think that by September, October, we'll be open.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, I was
Yep.
thinking spring
But we-
field trips,
Yeah,
but you're,
we've done
you could
a
do some
lot
fall
of work
stuff.
in there. So it will be open with the caveat that we might not have the nature play open there, or the picnic tables may be still on their way.
Right.
But we're gonna do a soft open, and then we'll do everything's in place, so grand opening. So,
Yeah.
That's great.
And
yeah.
for
it's
those
very
who
exciting.
may not know, this is a passive recreation park.
Correct.
So
Yep.
kind of explain.
So we have a pollinator meadow, just an open area, an open space meadow. We have hiking trails with bog bridges. We have a pavilion that you'll be able to go and grab a picnic table and have a little lunch or a little birthday party, maybe even. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that one's 10 by 16. We have a little nature play area, which is a fancy word for rocks and logs to climb on for kids. But I think it's going to be great. And we just finished the sidewalk project along North Street.
Right.
It goes all the way up to past Stonegate there. So we've connected all those neighborhoods to the park, and all those neighborhoods to the center, and the center up to this park. So I really think it's going to be a great great exercise in walkable community.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Yeah,
great.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
very exciting.
Do you want to invite Evan to spin the wheel?
Yes, we have our Wonder Wheel back up in action for this
Spin the wheel.
Yep.
Look at that. Virtual wheel.
virtual. Okay,
12.
question 12. Would you rather go back 250 years to 1775 or go into the future 250 years to 2275?
I'd rather go into the future.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that I don't think I'd do well in post hot water shower America.
No?
That's not really my thing. I like the history aspect of it, but I also would be curious to see how the world turns out. From where we are today and all the pressures that we face today, how or if we overcome them, and what that looks like.
Yeah.
And hoping it's there when you get there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say I had to stay there forever, do I? I'm just
No,
visiting.
no, you're just visiting.
Right.
You're just visiting.
Be like Back to the Future.
It's
where they're
kind of like
what is it, huh? No,
Outlander, only you get to choose to go backward or forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go forward.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for your time.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having me.
much.
Evan
for coming
Broussard,
by.
the town administrator for the town of Grafton. There's a lot more coming this evening for our coverage, so
We'll be right back. Dawn Anderson.
Hey, I'm
We've
Lou.
met
Yeah, we've
before.
met
Yep.
Don. I remember.
So we've returned to National Night Out on the GCTV front porch, and our guest is Sheriff Lou Evangelitis. Welcome back.
Bob, as you know, I love this event. It's one of, if not the best in the county. Now, I'm not saying that because I am in the great town of Grafton, but I go to a lot of these throughout the county, and this one is always special. And it was the first one I ever went to.
Wow. Well, just so you know, when we do a promotional clip, we always make sure you're in.
Well, thank you.
Because you're so appreciative of what we do.
I am, and I do love this night. I do love this community, and Chief Nardi's picked right up and carried on the tradition. And what a night! Another great turnout, and we've been blessed with pretty good weather. I
Very,
think almost
very
every,
good.
every year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
thankfully,
We don't have any thunderstorms rolling through, so we're
I don't
good.
think so. It's great.
Nope, it's a beautiful night. It was a little overcast all day, but it is beautiful now.
So what are you working on? What's changed since the last time we talked to you?
Oh, we're just plugging along. I mean, probably just continuing to do our programming up at the jail, all about recidivism and trying to give people opportunities to turn their lives around. So we've got this. We were honored this year to receive the Mass Sheriff's Association Program of the Year. It's a substance
Congratulations.
treatment program
Yeah.
where it's a standalone facility on the jail, and there are people. It's basically you have to apply to get in this program, and if you do, you get 24/7 intensive treatment. It's a wonderful program. We were recognized. We presented nationally in Oklahoma City on it. So that was a pretty big deal to be recognized of having programming on that level. We continue to have our culinary program, our music programs. It's just all about helping people turn their lives around so when they get out, they're not going back to this way of life, you
Yep.
know? So one of the things we struggle with is a lot of people may not know this, and I'm not a huge fan of this, but they call it medically assisted treatment, but they have sort of mandated we put a lot of people on methadone and Suboxone when they're in our facility. I understand the rationale behind it, but you'd hope to think that people are transitioning off of these substances while they're incarcerated, but that's not happening. We're seeing people get bumped up. So it's frustrating. So there's a lot of great things we do at the department. I'm really proud of the great classes. We just had a recent graduation of another academy, 22 great people, men and women joining our department. So we continue to get a lot of great people. As a matter of fact, there was a little lull, if you remember, post-COVID and with law enforcement, but it's bounced
Yeah.
right back. People are excited to be in the profession now.
Nice.
It's been really good. So we continue to have great classes, a great training academy. But it's a hard job. It's a struggle, but I'm blessed beyond everything to work with the greatest group of people you ever meet. We have a community team here. We work in the community every day, trying to identify people that need help with housing, with drug treatment programming, anything we can do to help you find a job. So it's a comprehensive outreach program we have. I love the job as sheriff. I've been doing it for quite a while now, as you know.
Yeah.
But my passion for the work has never stopped. As a matter of fact, I probably enjoy it more than I ever have. And I say that in light of the world's gone crazy, let's be honest. I mean, people are so angry and they're so upset, and people are just, and this is a job you can have in public service where you feel like you're there to help people, you know? You're not there. I very rarely get involved in conversation with people. They're screaming at me or they're mad at me for something, because I feel like as a sheriff, our job is this. It's twofold. It's pretty simple. You incarcerate people that need to be kept off the streets because they pose a danger, and you try to rehabilitate those in your care so when they get out, they're less likely to hurt people in our community. I don't find that very controversial, and I thank God most people don't. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing to have a job that's so important and so impactful, and to be surrounded by such wonderful people day in, day out. In this community, what's better, I love Worcester County. It's a wonderful place. Grafton's a great town. So
Thank you.
blessed to be here and blessed to continue to be your sheriff.
So tell us a little bit about the programs. Do you create them yourself? Do you have a template that you follow? Do you take suggestions from other departments?
All of the above. You're always looking
Okay.
for programming. There's obviously issues that come with funding for programming, for example. So I'll tell you one, for example, a couple of years ago. We wanted a culinary program at the jail, and a way to teach people 4 different certificates, get them ready for job employment when they left. We had no money. Legislature's not really that interested in funding jail programs right now. They have other priorities. So we weren't able to do it. But one thing I'm proud about is in the Worcester County Jail particularly, I believe this, that we're very innovative, we're very self-sufficient, and we found the Salter School, which was only a couple miles down the road, was had a culinary department. They were not in business. So we started a conversation. We bought their entire kitchen for $10,000. We transported it to the jail, and we built a state-of-the-art culinary program for about a total of $50,000.
Wow.
If we had built this from scratch, it would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then we partnered with Quinsigamond Community College. They have professors that come in. They teach 4 different certificates to our inmates. we allow, because we have the choice as Sheriff's Department, we can do this, direct contact visits. We don't allow it because it's a security risk, you know?
Right.
You come to see an inmate, you don't get a direct contact, not like this. There's a glass, everybody's seen that.
Yep.
Because you can transfer drugs, you can transfer weapons, it's a security risk. But we allow people to graduate from a program like the culinary to make a meal and bring their families in to experience that.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Okay.
very moving.
Yeah.
And I've heard from other parents who've come to the jail and said during the program, could I speak? And I said, of course. And they said, I just want you to know, and she was talking to the inmate, she's like, I've had children incarcerated across this state and across this country. I've never seen anything like this. You should be grateful that this program exists for you. That's really moving when you hear things like that people get it. So that's how we come up with programming. We have ideas. Music therapy program. We started a partnership with Anna Maria College where we brought in this opportunity music program because you could teach people by writing music and by performing music is therapeutic for
Yeah.
people. So we started a program like that. And believe it or not, this is incredible. We had a guy from the LA Philharmonic, Vijay Gupta, one of the most famous violinists in the world. He periodically goes out on sabbatical and he works with the community to bring education, music education to the schools, to the community. But he always likes to work in social justice. And he reached out to us and said, would you mind if I taught a class at your jail? So I can't tell you what it was like to go in and see him performing Johann Sebastian Bach
Yeah.
to inmates that was the most extraordinary violin I've ever heard, and then explain to them what they felt, and they would talk about how melancholy and sad it was. And he explained to them that Bach had served time in prison, and he could not feed his family and was debtor's court and was sentenced to jail. And he spent a lot of time in prison. These kind of things you don't ever think of when you think of a jail.
Right.
These special moments that you see. But to me, it's all geared towards public safety. I'm a former prosecutor, as you know, and former state attorney, and I'm only doing things that want to help keep this community safe. I mean, you know, we don't give these programming out easily. You have to earn them. You have to be well behaved. You have to show that you're interested. And if you are, though, I think it's best for all of us if we offer this type of programming because it makes you less likely to come back. Which means if you come back, you've recreated more crime, more chaos. But if you don't come back, hopefully that means you're a productive citizen. You're working. You're supporting your family. So that's what we're all about. And it never gets old.
Yeah. I saw a news story recently about a jail out on the West Coast. They instituted a yoga program to certify some of the inmates so that it was like job training, but also the restorative practice of yoga and helping process what they're going through, which was really
Well, I'll tell you
amazing.
something. We don't have that. I've heard of it. Something we'd look into. But I'll tell you what we do have. In that standalone building that we received the Program of the Year in, we started, it was really cool because Chronicle came out and did a beautiful piece on us last year about we started a pickleball program for people in the jail.
Wow.
Because pickleball teaches skills that can help you outside. In other words, it teaches you teamwork. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you, the joy of athleticism and physical fitness. So who would think a jail would do that? So we're always open to different programming, and the pickleball was the one that I said Chronicle came out. They did a beautiful segment on it, and we got unbelievable amount of responses of people that were so appreciative and never thought they'd see that coming out of a jail either.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting place, and
Yeah,
we're always
that's
looking for
amazing.
new ideas. We've continued to grow and expand every year I've been there when it comes to programming.
Wow. That's inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Great stuff.
that's where we're at. But again, I'm here. I'm looking forward to go out and saying hello to folks. But I saw you guys, and I always like to stop by and say hello. So thank
Well,
you
we
for
appreciate
obviously
it.
for having
We
me
do
here.
appreciate
Well, great
it.
to see you again.
It was great
Thank
to
you as well.
see you.
Pleasure. Yep.
Thank
Sheriff
you for
Lou
coming by.
Evangelitis, frequent flyer on this program, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me.
All right.
Welcome back. It is 6:03 and 77 degrees here in Grafton for our National Night Out. And we have with us tonight Laura and Matt Often. Say hello. Want to say hello?
Good evening.
Good
It's
evening.
really nice to see both of you.
Hello.
Hello. Are you guys having a good time?
Having a great time.
Yes.
Yeah?
Good to see lots of friends and neighbors.
Yes. And it's a Tuesday. Don't you two usually have things on the books for Tuesday nights?
We did. No meetings tonight.
You mean like ice cream?
Yep. Tuesdays, tacos a lot of the time.
Tacos.
Sometimes, a meeting or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yep.
not tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
Tonight, you guys are our meeting.
Yes, this is the big commitment.
And it's really casual.
Really casual.
I mean, I'm
You
wearing
say
shorts.
that.
It doesn't get much,
You say that, but Mrs. Anderson is wearing glitter.
Right.
So, to
And then we
me,
get all these.
That-
It's a
that-
shimmer.
That is casual.
It's a little-
Yeah,
that-
and looks
that is-
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How's your summer been?
Great.
Yeah.
Anything exciting that you want to brag about?
Let's see. We got a new refrigerator.
Wow, I am jealous.
That was
That
big
is-
That's
news.
pretty exciting.
Big news. New refrigerator and a new dishwasher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Big doings in your house, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have Cooper. Our son Cooper's going into his senior year.
Wow.
So
Yes.
he's been crushing his SAT scores.
Yeah.
That's a big happening. We're sort of cruising to college visits and making all those decisions this year.
Yep. And don't you have someone home from their freshman year?
We do.
We do.
We have Rory home from their freshman year in Chicago, and they've been around town working at Apple Tree Arts. Yeah, I mean, our kids are crushing it, knock on wood.
Nice.
I started a new job
Yes, congratulations. I saw that on
on
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank
Yes.
you. We've been doing a lot of work on our boards and a lot of behind-the-scenes housekeeping with some policy updating and things with my co-subcommittee member, Christy Kilobazinski. So we've been doing that a lot, usually weekly, but tonight we took the night off because of this.
All right.
So that's exciting.
National Night Out made the calendar.
Big night. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I got the alert that school committee starts up on the 19th.
we do.
I wasn't pleased, but anyway,
Well, please, why?
I was like, it's too early.
Oh, I
it's
know.
too early.
Well, we like to do it before. We got to do one before school starts, and we refuse to do it on the first day. Although the first day is now a Wednesday this year, so
Okay.
the 27th is the first day of school. And bus schedules will be coming out soon. And if you have any issues, you email Frank. And but just be patient and be excited and happy. And it's a great partnership between the schools and families. So.
And are you enjoying all the new toys and gadgets that are in the room?
Oh yeah, conference room app. Yeah, we're we like it so far. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Does anything stick out to you that maybe needs to be tweaked a little bit, or have you been happy with it so far?
So far, I've been happy. I'm a little short now for it, so like sometimes I can't see. I can't see.
Well, budget time is coming. We'll get you a taller chair. Or...
I don't know. We don't want to spend any money on me because we need all the money we
We
can.
need all the money we can
Well,
get.
we'll pick you up
I
a
didn't mean
booster
your
seat.
budget.
I need a phone book, maybe. Yeah. I just,
Do they still make them?
Yeah, they do, but they're only about that.
Yeah,
thick.
they're not.
just showed
I
my
remember.
age. That just showed my age.
You,
But
Yeah.
you can get a steak thicker than a phone book.
Yeah.
I totally said I wasn't going to talk a lot. Matt has lots to say.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure.
I don't have lots to say. I never have lots to say.
No? You've
Not
done
really.
fun things. What have you done? A lot of motorcycle rides?
A lot of motorcycle rides, yep. Digging the BMW. We've been working on the select board with the traffic study up on the Common. So stay tuned on that one. Anybody who hasn't seen the master comprehensive plan should definitely take a read of that. That's been really
The new master plan?
the new master plan.
I actually heard from our amazing town planner just yesterday, Fiona Coughlin, and she has asked for time at the fall town meeting to do an overview of the master plan. The master plan doesn't actually have to be voted on by town meeting, but it would give everyone the opportunity who was in attendance to hear what the overview is, what's being planned, and would allow for some very specific
Yeah.
questions.
It's a great document. That'll be what will be our guiding document for at least the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. I know that a lot of people are concerned about the development happening in Grafton, so it really goes into detail on balancing land use needs and development and open space and all those sorts of things. So really good read,
Yeah.
and I suggest everybody take a browse.
I have been following the traffic study meetings very closely, and particularly this summer, my oldest is lifeguarding, and I have to drive from Grafton through Westboro Common, and I know Westboro Common's been mentioned
Yep.
as another interesting way to handle common traffic, but I don't think I ever really noticed like how wide the streets get, how narrow they get when you're entering into a common like that, and how to navigate it. And theirs is a rotary kind of format, and ours is a little bit different. And it's made me more hyper aware of driving through our common and just kind of like, I was saying to Bob just last week, because we met to do a little pre-gaming conference for tonight, and I said, it never occurred to me that you could change what the commons traffic flow even is. Like, I just thought it was like, that's it. There's nothing to be done. But there is. There are a lot of things to be done, and there's a lot of things to consider, because the amount of people who drive through the common is greatly different than was when that common was built, and the type of things that were being driven through the common. So
and the number of people that walk the common too.
Yes.
So you have this increasing foot traffic around the common. So the sort of top priority for the whole plan was really to try to prioritize managing the speeds through the common, and also to provide some visibility for people who are walking. So there's lots of good. The company that did the study was really thorough, and so we have a lot of recommendations. I'm sure that we'll spin up a subgroup, so we'll be, I'm sure, looking for a couple of residents to provide some input, as well as some, participation from boards and committees. And, like all things, it's going to take some time to sort of work through, but we've got a lot of great options before us.
Yeah, it's a very impressive undertaking.
Do you want to make the invitation to the next segment?
Okay, so you may remember this from last year. Bob and I have come up with 12 unique questions, different from last year, called the Grafton Wonder Wheel. So you're going to spin the wheel.
On the screen is the Wonder Wheel, hosted by Dan.
Okay.
Hi, Dan.
All right, spin it.
Spin it.
In the wheel.
Spin it.
Spin it.
Did I hear spin the wheel? I think I heard spin the wheel.
You did.
All right, let's see what we get. No whammies, no whammies.
Number 5.
5. Okay. Here we go. Would you be under a blanket on a snowy day, or walking a forest trail?
Wait, walking what?
Walking in the forest on a snowy day. Would you rather be cuddled under a blanket, or going for a walk in the great outdoors?
I think we're going to split on this one, would be my guess.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm going to say walk in the forest.
I'm going to say this. I walk almost every day of the
You do.
year, no matter what the weather is. So wave to me if you see me. However, I would rather be under a blanket by the fire reading a book after my walk. But,
Well,
yeah.
I would just like to say that I totally called your answers in advance.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I did see you walking one day, but my brain kicked in 30 seconds later, and I was too far away.
And a lot of times people will beep and I jump, but it's okay. And then I get a text.
Sorry I scared you.
Sorry, I scared you, or hello. But I'm enjoying the new sidewalks. Shout
Nice.
out to our ARPA committee and the town of Grafton. We have some new sidewalks over on North Street, and it's been it's nice. It's nice. I didn't think I would enjoy them as much as I have.
Well, you have been mentioned as a frequent walker in that area.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Freaking. Somebody messaged me today making sure I was safe because they were worried about me. So I'm okay.
All
Marked
right.
safe on the roads.
Yeah, marked safe.
Marked
today.
safe.
Yeah.
Matt and Laura often have been our guests,
Yes.
and we're going to take a break and come back.
We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Don.
Thank you.
We are back live at National Night Out at the GCTV front porch. We have our new guest, and her name is Giselle Franco. She is Grafton's new Veterans Service Officer, veteran of the United States Navy, and she's come on board to join us and tell us about what she wants to work on.
Well,
Nice and close.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I am the new Veteran Service Officer for the district that is Grafton, Shrewsbury, Westboro, and Northborough. I have a new personal directive. I am out to find every veteran within our community. I would like anyone to come into my office, get you registered, speak to you. Bring over your DD-214. We can talk about any services that may be available to you, to your family, to your dependents. And I hope to meet everyone within the community soon.
How long have you been on the job?
I've been on the job for 3 weeks.
And you're working with Jeff?
I'm working with Jeff. Jeff is great.
He is.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot.
Good guy. Good guy.
Yes.
And you're hanging out under the veterans tent. What better place to be?
Yes.
And I hope that Sean hasn't talked your ear off. And I hope that did Lucas show you his airbrush? Oh yeah,
Yes,
you got to ask Lucas about his airbrush because we don't have a veterans meeting until Lucas shows us his airbrush. And he works on these. What would you call them, Lucas? What were they? Gundam figures or robot? Warhammer?
Warhammer.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I hear that the next meeting is in September.
Yes, correct.
I'll be
Correct.
there. The second?
No, actually, I think the next meeting is in August. This month, it's coming up.
I'll be there.
All
I
right.
would love to be
I'll
there.
make sure you get the invite. How's
Thank
that?
you, sir. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm glad we had the opportunity to introduce you.
I'm so glad to
I
be
wish
here.
you success because it's been. I'm trying to think of who the last person was and how long they lasted, or it's like been one after the other, and so it's good to have a new face helping Jeff out.
Yes, and I hope to be here for a while, and I'm looking forward to meet with everyone. I am going to continue my outreach. I'll be around the community, so I hope to see a lot of new faces, and I hope that all the new faces will be glad to see me, and come by Town Hall.
Okay.
And if you have any friends or family who are veterans, please send them over to me.
So where exactly up at the town offices are you?
We actually have a Veterans Hall, Memorial Hall,
Right.
and our office is right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's going to move in the future, I'm told.
It is just now going to move. We are now in the process of it within this week. This month is going to be a lot of movement. But go to the main office in Town Hall and ask about us. I would like to leave my phone number, right? Is 774-808-6445.
Excellent.
And I hope to hear from you.
All right, there's
All of
everything
you.
you need, so please reach out to Giselle. Come and say hi to her at the town hall, our new Veterans Service Officer. Thank
Welcome
you
to
for coming
Grafton.
by.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're lucky to have you.
And we'll be back. There's more to come tonight.
It's dropped down to 76 degrees and it is 6:24. Come on down. Welcome back to Grafton Community Television's live coverage of National Night Out. It is 6:30 and the temperature has dropped again down to 76 degrees. It is gorgeous out here. If you haven't been by, it's time to come down and say hello. And I'm going to pass this over to Bob to introduce our special guest.
And absolutely,
Give
you
me
want to come
this.
down and meet the guests and just enjoy the atmosphere here. Our next guest is Joe Zwerdlia. He's with the Civil Air Patrol Worcester. And I bet people say to you, they still have Civil Air Patrol?
Yes, absolutely. It's been around a long time, since 1941. We're an auxiliary United States Air Force, but more importantly, we have a youth development program. We promote a lot of STEM activities. As you can see here, I got Spiro. He's a robot that I can control from my cell phone on a game board. We do model rockets. It's open to young teenagers, 12 to 18. They can fly Cessna aircraft for free, with a pilot, of course.
Yeah.
We do STEM kits. We do cyber competitions. We're involved in community service like REACH across America. We meet every Tuesday in Worcester at the Marine League from 6:30 to 8:30. But again, it's a youth program. Lots of community service, parades, hikes.
Yeah.
So the Marine League right near Lake Quinsigamon.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
We meet every Tuesday, and we ask people to come and visit, meet our cadets, meet our adults, mentors, and it's a great program for what you can get out of it.
Right. So this is a stepping stone for young adults who are interested in a military career, if not specifically an Air Force career. But this would be a way for them to...
Absolutely, but we don't promote the military. What we promote is a drug-free and safe environment.
Okay.
Come off the street, make some friends, do some really cool stuff in Civil Air Patrol.
Yeah.
and stay in school. And whether you go on to college, the world of work, or the military, that's your decision. We don't push the service. All we encourage is these young folks to join Civil Air Patrol, be a part of the program, make some friends, do some cool stuff.
So in some parts of the country, Civil Air Patrol is actually involved in search and rescue?
Absolutely, yes. More out in the West.
Okay.
Here in Massachusetts, a plane goes down, the state police are all over it. So don't see a lot of that around here.
Right.
Out West, where it's,
So
a lot of
much
land,
more
you may see
open
more
space.
of that. Or they get involved with floods, hurricanes, providing that kind of data.
And your table here tonight is to talk to people about Civil Air Patrol and
Yep.
promote it.
The STEM kits that we provide, that we utilize, and then the different things that we do to promote science, technology, engineering, math, but again about teamwork, bringing a group together, all different teenagers, different backgrounds, and exposure to Civil Air Patrol and the things that Civil Air Patrol offers.
So not just the STEM activities, but the life skills that help
Absolutely,
them build.
because there's public speaking skills that they
Yep.
learn as they grow older and they become more mature. They can become an active role in the squadron where you're a leader, you mentor other cadets that come in. So there's a lot that you can garner from Civil Air Patrol and grow and mature into a young adult.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We're trying to foster tomorrow's leaders.
Yes, yeah, and inspiring
But
them.
come visit us. Go civilairpatrol.com. We're Worcester Cadet Squadron every Tuesday, 6:30 to 8:30.
Do you ever do any outreach directly into the schools in the area? Or
We
just
do and we
primarily
don't.
through
We
community
do
events?
and don't. Like anything, a lot of us work full-time
Yeah.
jobs.
And it's hard
we're
to get
volunteers.
the school hours.
But obviously if we have that opportunity to outreach, we'll try to be there.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so
No,
much
thank
for
you very
coming
much.
by.
It's been
Thank
a
you,
great
Joe.
night here at
So
National
great.
Night Out.
Yeah.
Joe Zwerdlia, Civil Air Patrol out of Worcester. Come by and say hi. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you. It was wonderful meeting you.
A lot more coming up tonight.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Grafton Community Television's live coverage of our National Night Out. It is 6:40 and the temperature has dropped again down to 75 degrees. It is beautiful out here, but perhaps getting a little bit cold for what William has been up to.
That's why I do the dunk tank first. That way it's still refreshing and I don't have to deal with the sun going down.
Exactly. Right.
So if you don't know who this is William Blake. He's the Assistant Town Administrator for the town of Grafton. Grafton's best dressed gentleman.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I appreciate it. There's some stiff competition, especially when you get all dressed up.
Yeah, but that waits until the fall. I mean, the summertime I just go nice and casual, but once the fall kicks in, yeah, we'll dig the suits out. So, what has excited you this summer personally?
This summer, so we've got a lot of good projects going on.
No, you, William
Oh, me,
Blake.
personally.
What's going on with you?
William, what's
Sorry,
going
I
on?
jumped straight to the
No,
work
it's all
stuff.
right. It's all right. We're trying to tease it.
The summer's been good. I get married in a month, so a lot of wedding planning stuff going on, which is nice. We've got the venue selected. We've got the honeymoon planned, so that's been taking up 95%
You're
of my
not
time.
taking any time off.
I'm taking a little bit of time off, but
Oh.
I did tell my fiance she had to wait until after fall town meeting for us to take the honeymoon.
Excellent.
Oh.
Thank
And
you
believe
so
it or not,
much.
that went over pretty well. She agreed to that.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
I can't not have you up there on stage
Well,
with me.
somebody's got to keep Evan in line.
Yes. Yes. And keep us all organized.
When you look official job title, keep Evan in
Evan
line. Yeah.
on task.
Yeah.
That's on the business cards.
Oh, hey, if it works, go with it. All right, so what were we really going to talk about?
I wanted to ask you to share the update of the fitness equipment that's going up at the Municipal Center.
Of course. So that's been a long and exciting process. So we actually finished the procurement. Well, let me start at the beginning. So we are putting in, I believe it's a 14-stage outdoor fitness court. So if you hit every station, it's a self-paced full-body workout. And that's going to be just outside the double doors of the senior center on the lawn of the Municipal Center. So that's a project that's been spearheaded by Evan and Anne-Marie Foley on the select board. We actually got a grant to do it. So we finished the procurement of the concrete pad. So they're going to start work on that tomorrow.
Nice.
And then the next step is the procurement for the actual installation of the equipment. And people driving by may have noticed that the tent is gone.
Yes, I
So
had.
to replace that, part of the concrete work is a separate kind of buddy pad almost, a little bit further up the lawn where we're going to put some picnic tables and a little pavilion so that way people who want to eat outside and still make use of the space are able to.
Yeah, that's nice. I like seeing everyone out there in my travels.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good community asset. Of course, the senior center is going to be able to do outdoor fitness classes when the weather's nice and nobody's going to melt.
Yep.
But outside of that, it's going to be open for public use whenever they want to do it, and they can just hit each station or just the ones they want to use.
Yeah, no, that's so. I just think that's a great way to get people out there and moving around and.
It's a great project. I'm glad that we finally have some movement on it. Anybody who's familiar with procurement law knows that it is a slow and painful process. So knowing that the concrete work is going to start soon is very exciting.
Yes, you understand long, painful processes because you worked on getting the cupola repaired at the library.
Another long and arduous process, but again, worth it in the end. The
Yes.
cupola is beautiful. It's a great thing to look at when you're walking around the common with an ice cream or a coffee.
Yes, I was very jealous that Andy Jefferson was allowed to go up and explore the cupola.
I wasn't overly jealous. I don't like heights, so I stayed as low as I could go and just pointed at things for Andy. You know, that's what they're doing over there. They're working on that tomorrow, et cetera, et cetera.
Aha.
I think
Nice.
if you asked permission, someone would take you up there,
Okay.
right?
All right.
I mean, you're the goddamn town moderator. You got pull.
I'll give you access to the roof of the library whenever you want.
All right.
All the scaffolding's down, so you can't go all the way up, but you can get a closer look at the cupola.
Nice. All right. All right.
Glad we got that taken care of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be able to fulfill one of my bucket lists is get up to the cupola.
So if
Library.
we were on our way up to the fitness pavilion, let's call it, what types of workouts would be part of that?
Yeah.
Design.
What's in that?
Yeah, so it is, there's no like free weights or anything like that. It's all, body weight exercises and calisthenics. So there's, pull-up bars, space to do push-ups and other things of that nature.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
that sounds interesting. And it's all outdoors. Is it covered?
It's not covered yet. So when they do the concrete work, we're adding footings on the edges. So
You
if
will.
down the line it becomes necessary or additional funding becomes available, they actually make custom covers for these fitness courts.
Okay.
So we'll be able to procure one and get it put up.
All right.
Interesting. Wow, there's something
Yeah,
to look forward to.
we're thinking long term here with this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I guess.
And I have heard that the town of Grafton is very aggressive and exceptionally successful on filing for grants and getting money for those
On finding grants?
finding grants and,
Yes.
and funding sources that
Yep,
are
I will give
outside the scope of the budget that kind of take that.
I will give a huge shout out to Fiona Coughlin, our town
Yes.
planner. I think year to date we're approaching $2 million in, well, it's the new fiscal year, so I believe we ended the previous fiscal year
Okay.
close to $2 million in grants, and she is a lion's share of that. She is very aggressive in finding, applying for, and then managing grants.
Yep, that's a very specific skill.
Yes,
So,
she is a huge asset to the community.
yes, she is. She's one of my favorites. We tried to get her to come here, but she had other plans.
We'll get it next year.
Yes.
Or you can just storm into her office and do an interview there. We'll unlock the door for you.
That would
Okay.
go over less than well, I think. I just nothing good would come from that.
We'll make it work.
We could do a man on the street interview.
Relationships damaged.
Yeah.
Might even get HR involved. Who knows? It's just you have to bring them here to make it legitimate.
Okay.
Well, I saw for the master plan working group, she was down here recently to do a little promo video, right?
Yeah.
Is that the first time you've gotten Fiona down
Oh,
to the
no,
studio?
no. She's been down here before. She works very closely with Bill Robidoux. She has mastered the reading of the teleprompter.
Very good.
Yeah. That's the way to go. Definitely the way to go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
No question.
She is exceptional. I actually sent her a card congratulating her on her award that
Yes.
she got this spring for her work as town planner.
Yeah.
Super proud.
It's good to see. It's good to see that when staff does good work, of course, we all notice and we appreciate the work they do, but having an outside agency who also notices it, I think goes a real long way for staff morale and also just encouraging people to continue to do the good work that they're already doing.
Exactly. Yep. It does. It makes a big impact. So We have
A wheel?
a wheel, and we are going to have it spun
There's
for
Dan.
you.
Okay.
Dan, spin that wheel.
Did I hear spin the wheel? I think I heard spin the wheel.
Eight.
Eight.
2026 will be the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. What is the term for 250th anniversary? Your hint is 200 is bicentennial.
It's a semi-quincentennial, isn't it?
Well done! Someone was paying attention at
I
Springtown
only
meeting.
know that because you used it in a sentence.
Yes, it will be our country's semi-quincentennial with this coming year. It's very exciting.
Do we have to buy jewelry for that?
No, and you know, I remember growing up in the 1980s after
I'm sorry, what was that?
the bicentennial. There was a lot of like bicentennial themed home furnishings. Everything. There were plate sets. I haven't seen that level of enthusiasm for semi-quincentennial, but there's still time.
There is still time. I don't know. I feel like this is sort of an odd one. Like Quincy, so I used to live in Quincy. They're celebrating their 400th anniversary, and they went balls to the wall for their flag. They do the biggest Flag Day parade in the country.
Oh, wow.
Or the oldest Flag Day parade in the country, pardon me. And they went all out for it this year. It was a sight to behold.
Wow, I bet that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but there are a bunch of really fun events. I don't know, did you go to the reenactment of the Boston Tea Party a couple of months ago?
No, I did not. What I did participate in was a 5K based around the burning of the HMS Gaspee.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you familiar with that?
no.
So I was invited to take part in a 5K, which we rucked. And this was in Grafton, Rhode Island, I believe. And what is Gaspee? Why are we celebrating the word Gaspee? So I had to look it up. The HMS Gaspee was a British revenue cutter, something to the effect. And they were keeping an eye on the colonials / troublemakers. And something happened, and the local folks of the town of Cranston rowed out, burnt the ship down to the waterline.
Wow.
And they have been celebrating that event ever since. And very revolutionary flavor, lots of costumes. The shirts are all flames with a sailing vessel, and they do it up. They do it up big. So as we are finishing the 5K and coming back to the starting point, the good people of Cranston, Rhode Island, who are on the sidewalks are now 3 sheets to the wind. And instead of on the sidewalk cheering us on, they're standing in the middle of the road, kind of swaying back and forth. So that was my take on the Revolutionary War this year. So
Wow.
Oh yeah,
That sounds like a lot of fun, though.
it was a good time. It was a really good time.
No, I have not had, other than town meeting, I haven't had any Revolutionary War frolicking.
We'll find something for you to do, I'm sure.
Yes.
There's going to be plenty of events, so we'll send them your way.
Yeah. I actually have an idea for the 4th of July parade for next year
Well,
to celebrate the semi-quincentennial.
Okay.
That I ran it by a neighbor of mine, and she said, well, if anybody can pull it off, you can.
are you going to tell us, or are you
Yeah, what's
teasing
the
it?
idea?
No, I'm
She's
not
teasing it.
going to
Okay.
share it, but I will say that if you are at the Common, my inspiration can be found in a photograph on the Common.
Okay. A little big market tease there for next year.
Yes. So, yeah.
So the parade working group wants to get a float. And on the float, we want to have Betsy Ross. We want to have Clara Barton, Rosie the Riveter, and then the last woman on the float would be a Army or a Marine full battle rattle.
Nice.
And that's the idea of, and my wife has said, damn it, we're going to make that happen.
Okay.
So I don't know how she plans to do that, but that's the goal.
Wow.
So all I'm hearing is that next year's parade is going to be a sight to behold.
Totally
I have to figure out how to get a float, but
Totally
I will say this. When I was in college, we did our fall festival every year. The sororities and fraternities and other organizations would design floats for the parade, and that was one of my favorite things to do, was to work on the floats. One year we had a Brady Bunch theme. My friend Phil Rand, shout out to Phil Rand, overseas right now, protecting and serving. We built a seesaw on a flatbed truck. We built the panels with steps so that we could have the Brady Bunch opening sequence. My friends and I choreographed and performed while floating through Bridgewater, Dancing Queen by ABBA in full 70s costumes.
I need to say something you're not going to like.
You don't like Brady Bunch?
I've never seen the Brady Bunch. This reference is lost on me. I'm sorry.
Think of a Zoom call, six tiles, 9 tiles.
I don't even know where to begin, but I do know where to begin. I will drop off to your office my autographed copy of Growing Up Brady.
Okay.
That will tell you all of the behind-the-scenes details, and the front cover is, of course, the iconic opening scene of the 9-Up.
Okay. I look
It's
forward
kind
to
of
it.
like Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
No, okay.
No, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
While visiting my son in Los Angeles, we went on a tour, and we toured a lot of celebrities' tombstones.
Did you go by the house?
And we were tooling around. Of course, I don't know where the hell I am. You know, oh, look, another plastic surgeon. And because those are everywhere. And all of a sudden, we made 2 turns, and he stopped the car, and I was like, what are we doing? And he goes, look over there. And I turn and I look, and I'm like, holy smokes, it's the Brady Bunch
It's
house.
the Brady Bunch house.
It still exists.
Yep.
It's in a real neighborhood. The owner has the family station wagon parked out front. Mind-blowing.
Yep.
Absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Took you back to the 70s.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember going through the portal. So,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah. Good times.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you,
Happy to be
William.
here. Thank you for doing this every year.
Enjoyed the chat.
Nice
Thank
talking
you.
to both of you.
Nice talking
William
with you.
Blake, the Assistant Town Administrator of the Town of Grafton. We have more coming up, right?
We do, and we will be right back. Welcome back to GCTV's live coverage from our porch at National Night Out here down at the police station, the Municipal Center. It is 6:58 and the temperature has dropped again. It is now a beautiful 74 degrees.
So if you had lower temperatures, pound the under. So our next guest, Lisa Kelly from the Senior Center. You all know her. She's everywhere in town. She's everywhere in Town Hall. And you want to talk about...
I want to talk about SNAP. I want to remind everybody that we are the intake site for people of all ages to apply for food stamps, and it's now called SNAP. Anybody, if you think you're under the income limit, please come check. If you're not, then my time was not wasted because I met another person that I'd love to meet. So I just want to remind everybody right now that we're still a SNAP site for families, for elders, for young people. I'm happy to do it, happy to meet you. The other thing I wanted to talk about is it's quickly going to become fuel season. So if you're going to get a recertification, it's going to come in the mail soon. Call me. I'll start, doing the recertification as soon as possible. If you're a new client and you're going to need help with your fuel this season, in November I start doing the intakes of new people. So if you have questions, if you're questions about your income, I'll get that paperwork soon, and I'm happy to meet you and I'm happy to help you. There's a lot of issues facing our town right now, and homelessness and food insecurity are 2 of the big ones. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do at the Senior Center about homelessness, and really it's a national problem, but please do call, and if there's anything we can help you with, we're happy to do it. You are not alone for any of these issues. Don't ever hesitate or be shy to call us. That's what we're there for at the Grafton Senior Center. And I'm Lisa Kelly. I'm the outreach coordinator up there, and I'm always happy to talk to you.
Do you want to give your phone number, Lisa?
Yes, the phone number at the Senior Center is 508-839-9242.
Perfect. You have an invite you want to give her?
We have a Wonder Wheel. We've come up with 12 unique questions.
It's on the screen right there.
And
Okay.
we're going to spin the wheel.
I would love to participate.
Back again
in
with
that.
your daily dose of Dan. Let's spin the wheel.
Big money, big money, big money.
9.
Number 9. Okay, this is a little bit of a Jeopardy type question.
Oh, boy.
Because some of these are more like personal, but this one was
Okay.
mine. Who wrote the preamble to the
Oh,
Constitution?
come on. John Adams?
No. His name is Gouverneur Morris. He is the one who changed it from a listing of individual states to we the people. He polished the preamble to the Constitution and infused it with a lot of the great aspirational themes that we revere today.
Very nice.
Yes.
I wish Jack was here because Jack would have been able to answer that.
He probably
easily.
would have, very
All
easily.
right, so thanks for making me feel stupid, everybody.
Hey, you're welcome.
Grade me in here.
You may not have won the big prize, but we have wonderful gifts to give you on your way out. So
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
for playing.
Thank you.
thank you for coming by.
Thank you, Lisa Kelly.
Just walk off now, or?
There's so much more to come tonight.
We'll be right back.
Our next. Oh, I'm sorry. I stepped on you.
And the last time I was slow, and now you are ready to take over. Welcome back to GCTV's live coverage of our National Night Out, done in partnership with the Grafton Police Department. It is a beautiful 74 degrees down here at 7:03, and now I'm going to hand it over to Bob.
So our guest is Austin Kelsey, and Austin is probably GCTV's biggest fan, and he wanted the opportunity to tell you why. And I want to tell you a story before you start.
Yep.
I was walking through the parking lot at Stop and Shop, and I hear a voice off in the distance. Hey, Bob! Hey, Bob! I love Day Trip to History. And I had to turn around, and there he was. And we've been pals ever since. I mean, why not?
Oh, come.
All right, so you want to talk about tonight's event, GCTV.
Yep.
Take it away.
So it's a great event. I'm glad it's back this year, and I'm glad the heat wave didn't affect us all like it was a few weeks ago, because I was actually on a trip to Tennessee. The heat was outrageously hot, so I'm very happy it's nice and good weather tonight. It's not too hot, and it's just a great event, and I can't wait for next year already.
Great. Talk about open house at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah. So for everyone that's out there tuning in right now, GCTV, during the Grafton celebrates the holidays, they have their annual open house, which means you can come in, tour the TV station, and they'll help you make a video for. If you want to make a video with a background, you can make one, and then they'll send it to you. And last year they did it where if you made a video, you got to be on GCTV during a commercial. So if they do it again this year, it'd be a good thing, and it's a great frosty stop during Grafton celebrates the holidays.
Perfect.
It is.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.
Okay, you can put the mic there.
Thank you, Austin.
Austin Kelsey, GCTV's biggest fan. Thanks for coming by, pal. Take care. All right, we're back live on the front porch of Grafton Community Television. We have 3 guests. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are.
There they
All right.
are.
So, guys, you're on television. We're going to ask you questions. You got to speak nice and loud. You're going to look straight ahead at the camera. You ready to go? All right, here we go. On the far end. What's your name?
Harry.
Harry. Nice name. What's your name?
Sammy.
Sammy. What's your name?
Reed.
Reed. Wow. You mean like Reed Richards?
Reed Shaw.
Oh, okay. I'll accept it. All right.
R-A-I-D.
How's your summer going? What's the best thing this summer?
I'd say it was meeting up with Reed at Ashland State Park.
This guy?
Yeah, Reed, that guy.
What's your best part about summer?
I'd say it would be right now.
Okay.
Right now? You mean because you're on television?
Yeah.
Okay. Did your mother and father tell you it's going to cost you money to be here tonight?
Really?
Yeah, $20. Can you cover it?
Yeah.
You got it? Good. All right. What's the best part of summer for you?
I went to the beach for.
You went to the beach with that guy.
1 week.
1 week you went to the beach. Where did
My dad's part of the family.
Oh, where did you sleep?
There was a couch that turned into a bed.
Oh, I love those
All
things. Wait a minute. You a cop?
I got this.
You got this tonight? Where's your badge?
I don't have one.
Where's your badge? Oh, you're the tough guy in the group.
I'm gonna get one later.
All right. Is this your first time on television?
Yes.
Is this your first time on television?
Yes.
Is this your first time on
No.
television? No. When have you been on television?
I made a video with my dad.
Oh. Wow.
All right. Last chance. Here we go. How many
Like-
ice creams did you have tonight?
1,
What? How many did you have tonight?
2,
Okay, that's better. How many did you have?
1.
Okay.
There's the winner right there, ice cream.
Ice cream winner.
All right, guys, thanks for coming by. That's it, we're done.
That's it. Say goodbye to everybody.
$20 on the way out.
Oh.
So long.
Wow, he fits under the desk.
That was the shortest interview we've ever done. All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to GCTV's live coverage from the front porch of our National Night Out done in partnership with the Grafton Police Department. It is 7:10 and 74 degrees. It is a beautiful evening, and we have here with us this evening our
Next guest.
Bob will introduce.
It's the district attorney, Joe Early. He's a frequent flyer, comes here every year.
Yes.
Oh, I love National Night Out. Bob, nice to see you.
Nice
Don,
to
nice to
see
see you.
you.
It's great to be in Grafton. And my grandmother lived in Grafton off Airport Drive years ago. Every time I drive by, it's nostalgic.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you guys do a great job. You have one of the best night outs in the county.
That's why we ask you back every year.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much with regards to prevention and different things that kids can do. Kids can be safe, families can be safe, organizations they can get involved with, whether it's the Girl Scouts, but also it breaks down barriers in terms of speaking to law enforcement, talking to law enforcement, seeing that they can become the trusted adult. I love the Grafton National Night Out. I really do.
It's a great time. It
is.
great time. What have you been working on other than coming out here?
Oh, we've had a couple murder cases going on, but mostly one of the best parts and things we do all summers, get kids into different camps around trusted adults, whether it be basketball, whether it be the Audubon Society, whether it be the Boys and Girls Club, whether it be the different things that you do in Grafton with regards to the police department and the interaction that they have with the kids during the summer. This is all stuff we fund a little bit through our drug forfeiture unit, and it works because stepping out of our silo with the people partnering and them stepping out of their silos, what we have managed to do over the last 18 years is help reduce juvenile delinquency complaints by actually 79%.
Wow.
And also, we're out at the Grafton Senior Center speaking to the elderly about scams and frauds and getting the message out. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. And it's funny because they can now recite that when I finish. And Kevin Donahue from our office does a great job. He really does. And it's just, the greatest generation, such a trusting generation. And it happens to good people, it happens to smart people, by bad people who do become very convincing. And now with the internet and AI and different things that happen, we have to be ever more vigilant so we get that message out with regards to frauds and scams.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to go off topic just for a moment.
Sure.
I understand that you and I share a tailor.
We share a tailor?
Yeah.
Yildiz, Rice Square Tailor. Yeah, she just did this suit for me. I was over at Marshall's, and I couldn't believe it. I saw her suit for $99. I go, Yildiz. I go, it's not the worst in the world. She goes, no, it's not the worst in the world. And she put it all together. I love Yildiz. Rice Square Tailor, yeah.
So how many times a day has your phone rung about concerns over ICE enforcement and immigration in town? Are those calls coming into your office?
No, not really. ICE does their thing pretty much independent of us. Our biggest interaction with ICE is if they pick someone up, and they do pick up a lot of people who are charged with crimes, we ask that they please let them finish the trial, let the case finish, because we have victims on the cases. And that really is our only interaction with ICE. They will call from time to time, but when they're looking to pick someone up, they don't call us.
Yeah.
They don't call us. But if we do have someone with a criminal case, we try and remind them. These cases oftentimes have victims. Please give the victims their due process. Let them get through the process, and you're pretty good about working with us.
Right. How's the drug situation been doing? Is it
what we are seeing and we're working hard on is to try and bring a program to Worcester County where if a person overdoses, and every town has it. Every town has it. A lot of times it started with a legal prescription. But what we don't have that other states have is people will get treated at a hospital for an overdose, but then there is no place for them to go. We're working with the state right now. We're working with Secretary Augustus at Housing. We're working with different people throughout the county, the city manager in Worcester, to try and get something that gives them 6 months in residential treatment where we deal with mental health issues, addiction issues, employment issues. We teach them to get a job. We saw that this model, we're not reinventing the wheel. We saw it was being used in Boston. And if we can get them into the program and help them get a job, help them fight their addiction, fight the disease, they would then have an opportunity to get another 6 months in treatment where if they could pay for the rent now that they have a job. And it's one of the big things we're working on with the opioid crisis. And it's just so scary now because we teach kids in the schools the message, you can't take a counterfeit pill. You can't take a pill that looks real. It might be counterfeit, might be laced with fentanyl. And if you do, the results 99 times out of 100 are often fatal.
Catastrophic, yeah.
So we're doing our best. We're vigilant on that. Prevention is more powerful than prosecution, and we're huge on prevention. We're also working with the sheriff on some reentry programs. I saw him tonight, and trying to work through everyone in the community, faith-based groups, government groups, teachers, schools, corporations, banks, everyone just working together and trying to find solutions.
Great.
Best part of the job is prevention.
Damn right.
Worst part of the job is talking to people in pain. All righty.
Thanks for coming by.
Great, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
your
you,
time.
Thank you so much,
Honored to
Mr.
be here.
Early.
Joe Early's the
Wonderful
DA.
to have you.
He's a frequent flyer, as we say. We love having him around. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.
A lot more to come.
Hi, welcome back to GCTV's live coverage from the GCTV porch of Grafton Police Department's National Night Out. It is 7:32 and it has dropped again. It is now 72 degrees. Nice breeze going. And we have with us now our state representative, David Meridian.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me yet again. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
for coming.
How's the summer treating you?
The summer's going very well.
Yeah?
So we, for the legislature, we break
No,
out
no,
a
no.
full
How's the
formal
summer
session.
treating you?
How are
The
you?
summer's
You're very
good for me.
tan.
We
You're
want to know
looking
what's going on with
looking
you.
quite
Outdoor
tan.
events.
Yes.
Yes, a couple outdoor events. So able to enjoy myself a little bit, spend some time with friends and family.
Nice.
So things are going really well, and in part because the legislative cycle slows down just a smidge.
That's what they call a segue, kids.
That's
Not bad, right?
He
So it
pivoted
slows down
very
just a little
nicely.
bit. We don't have full formal session, but as of right now, we're actually hosting NCSL, National Conference of State Legislatures. So there's over 9,000 legislators in Boston.
Oh, wow.
Last night, tonight, and tomorrow. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's great. So when I do leave National Night Out, which I most certainly wanted to make sure I was here for, I will be going out to Boston to continue networking and meeting colleagues as well.
From all around the country.
Wow.
Yep,
Wow.
for sure.
Very
Yeah, it's nice to show off
exciting.
such a great city. And,
Yeah,
you know,
and
with-
they came the right week. The weather could not be better.
spectacular,
It's
and really
beautiful.
a spectacular week. Aside from the California wildfires, keeping a little haze here,
Yeah.
but really a great week for National Night Out and all that the community does.
Yeah. It's been
So when you meet with your colleagues, is it a formal format or is it more casual? How's it working?
There's both. So the days have all sorts of different conferences and seminars and things like that. Then you have breakout sessions, and then there's a little bit more of kind of the informal evening. So there are a couple of different things that I'll be going to. I'll be getting out of, say, the golf attire and going a little more dressed up, but a couple of meetings that will still go on throughout the night.
All right.
Wow. You're
Keep him busy. Keep him busy. So you might remember that last year we had our Wonder Wheel.
Yes.
With 12 unique questions. We have 12 new questions this year.
12 new ones, all right.
So we are going to have our associate,
Dan,
come and spin the wheel for us.
Spin it, Dan.
Get a good spin, Danny.
It's time to spin the wheel.
Wow, he really went for it that time.
Lucky they didn't fly off.
Oh,
12.
Oh.
Okay.
Repeat question.
This is a repeat question. Would you rather go back 250 years to 1775 or go 250 years into the future to 2275?
Wow. So they always say, if I knew then what I know now. So I would go back in time. I most certainly would. So, I mean, to imagine how far that we've come technology-wise and whatnot, and growing as a society, it's great and it's exciting to think about what 200 years from now would be. But I'd really like to go back and see kind of all the historical stuff and just see really, how America formed and kind of the growth that we've endured.
Yeah, that would be very. You could look up Luke Drury, who was the town moderator in 1775.
You most certainly did your research, Madam Moderator. Would you look at that? Now, who else had that question? I know it was a repeat question. Who else had it?
Evan Broussard.
And what did Evan say?
He chose the future.
He chose
the future.
Yes, he wanted to go
some
to
would
the
say
future.
Evan is the future, so we'd be all right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. And I know you have hopefully they're quite busy. We have a couple of the chiefs that would be coming out.
We do have a few chiefs.
So, but all the communities out visiting them and seeing them and excited to see them.
Yeah, they are kind of like the rock stars of the evening. When
They
you
are.
have a community event, a lot of the leaders of those different organizations are the ones that people want to talk to, and Chief Matthew is one of them.
Well, the Chiefs do a great job. I mean, it's great to see Evan here. It was great to see select board members here when I was walking in and walking throughout. And I will say this, I'm very fortunate to be the state rep, but there's a lot of people who are quite excited to see David Radian Sr. when he's walking around with me
have
too.
heard
So
that.
he's out there.
Yep.
I think Bob might have been one of the people that was excited too. So it's great to come out and enjoy the community atmosphere that so many people work darn hard to put on.
Yep, and I feel like this year is bigger and better than it has been in the past. We've had some really great attendance, and I saw some drone activity overhead, which
There was
very
a drone.
exciting.
I did see a couple of helicopters flying
Yes,
around
the
earlier. I don't know if
helicopter, I
that was
forgot
here or
about
not.
that.
I'm not sure. I would imagine that All Things Grafton or a similar site might be speaking of that. So I didn't jump on to see what the helicopter activity was, but it is neat to see the drones up there. And we get excited to see the drones, but it's amazing work that the drones really do, and especially to help our first responders with rescue missions and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, the loudest helicopter was the state police.
Okay.
With numerous passes. So
I've been at an event or two and seen the state police helicopter come by, and boy, it is impressive.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you been in a helicopter?
I've not been in, no.
It's very
No.
cool.
Yeah, I would love to. And shame on me for not asking, but I appreciate, Bob, you asked in the beginning, but how's summer been for both of you?
Go ahead.
It's been interesting. Yeah, we've had some lots of basketball.
Okay.
Both of my sons are in summer leagues for basketball. And we have reached the end of the season, and now we're in the playoffs. So now we have
playoffs.
So now we're no longer on schedule. It's okay, we won this game. When is the next game going to be? Well, we'll let you know in a day or two. So it's we're in this weird limbo where you can't go anywhere or really make any plans. But I'm hoping next week basketball will be over.
Okay, well,
just in
hopefully
time for back to school.
But hopefully with a championship win.
Yes. So tomorrow night, the Grafton youth basketball team in the summer league that they're in is in the championship And in their bracket, they're playing another team from Grafton. So either team that wins tomorrow night at the Nativity School in Worcester
I can appreciate that.
will be from Grafton, but my youngest is hoping that it's his team that wins because he really wants the T-shirt.
Well, I
That's
wish
the
Grafton-
bragging rights.
I wish Grafton the best of luck.
Right? Yes,
I
yes.
do.
And then our high school league will be having their playoff game tomorrow night. And if they win the first game, they have to play another game tomorrow night.
Gotcha.
And then hopefully we're
So
done.
you are all basketball
Yeah.
all summer.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So our
summer's okay?
summer has been magnificent because we one of the family had her hip replaced, and the big thing that we worried about for a long time was, can she go in the pool during vacation? So the surgery was a major success, and she's up and about, and she's happy as a clam. And when she went back for the post-operative visit, first question, can I go in the pool? They cleared her. We floated out of the doctor's
All
office,
right.
went on vacation, had a great week, nearly perfect weather like this, and she spent every day in the pool. And then she couldn't figure out why she was exhausted every night. And because she's in the pool doing her exercise, she sees the football players do the exercises in the pool. So she's doing her exercises in the pool. Nighttime, she comes upstairs back to the room. And she's,
So that's good, doubling over to enjoy the weather, but also get the exercise.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure rucking is in the future.
Rucking is always there. It's
Always
a
there.
3-day-a-week thing. And this summer, maybe it wasn't summer, it might have been spring, but I'll include it. This year, I rucked from Lexington Green to the Concord battlefield and back.
How far is that?
18.2 miles. That was the longest I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
And but it was a teaching event too, because the cadre that led the event was a student of the Revolution, and we learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't yell, "The Redcoats are coming," because that would have been redundant. We were all colonists at the time.
Everybody.
So to
had
yell,
a
"The
coat.
Redcoats are coming," well,
Hard to hear.
the British are coming. The Redcoats, well, we're all British, that kind of thing. So they yelled, "The regulars are coming." The regulars represented not the colonials, not the revolutionaries, but the actual British Army. So that was the first thing they led with. And fascinating.
Wow.
Absolutely fascinating.
Now, did they yell that when you were rucking into town as well?
So we got a quarter mile into our ruck, and what do we come across but a bunch of reenactors in costume come in the opposite direction, and they're chugging along the path, and they're trying to get to Lexington Green because they're meeting up with PBS for some special they were filming.
Oh, wow.
So they did not yell anything. They just
Just a quick wave.
they just waved.
And
as
they
went
were in
by.
their full
Full.
heavy-duty
Full
wool
Yep,
costume.
wool, everything. Yep. Muskets. Yep. The hairdo. Yeah. The whole
Ooh.
9 yards.
Yeah.
So it's been a pretty interesting summer.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Well, enjoy the rest of summer.
Plan on it.
You got to hold on to these August days.
Plan on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
August days.
All right. Thanks for coming by.
I appreciate you having me, and keep up the good work.
Always a pleasure.
And thank you for allowing me to speak for a couple minutes.
Big smiles all the way around.
We tried.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
No,
My
it's all good.
headphones in
Take
the
care,
way.
everyone. Thank you.
David
Thank
Meridian,
you.
our representative. Thanks for coming by, pal. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Grafton's National Night Out, hosted by GCTV on the front porch. It is 7:47, and the temp has dropped again to 71 degrees.
Wow.
We are here with our Grafton Fire Department Chief, Chief Matthew, and just wanted to show some of the things that they have available at the tent for Grafton Fire Department. We've got some magnets for your home. Got some hats for the kids. So they're also recruiting for firefighters, and I was told that 63 or 65?
Right now we have 64 members.
64 members. I was on either side.
We have a few people that are not active right now because of other commitments, but we have an extensive number of people that are available. It's awesome. We had a car accident today and we were able to put 15 people on the road in order to take care of that accident. So it's really good that we have a great bunch of people that can drop what they're doing and respond to calls. So we're pretty excited about that. But like you said, we're always recruiting.
Always recruiting.
Yeah. So seen a lot of youth in the last few years come on board, which is great. You know, they're showing up for training and stuff and learning all about the job, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, that's amazing.
When you purchase product for an event like tonight, do you have a specific catalog that deals in fire-related
We do.
topics?
It's fire stuff is just like anything else. There's salespeople, catalogs, and everything and they come to you all the time.
And so then you're able to customize it?
Yes.
That was going to be my question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Customize it for us. We have our recruitment committee, and also one of our lieutenants, Eric John, is in charge of our fire safety education and stuff. So he sits down, picks out stuff that would look good for stuff for the younger kids and also up to the older kids. And you know, you said the hats are for kids, but adults like them too, as long as you can fit it on your head.
How long have you been a firefighting professional?
Professionally, 25 years now. I've been a member in Grafton for 32. So, long time.
Seen some stuff.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of stuff. Some of it really good stuff. Some of it stuff that, you know, would rather not remember.
Right.
But
right.
It's one of those things that all those events shape, you know, who we are as people and how we respond to the next call. So, and a lot of that is, you know, mental stability, and something that we take into account a lot more now than we used to. We do critical incident stress management. If we have a call where there's a fatality or serious injury, no matter what type of call it is, we actually bring in a special team of volunteers to talk to the members and stuff and make sure everybody's on a good page when the call's all done. So it's been a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
How many things have changed significantly over the years, or what's the thing that sticks out the most that's changed over the years?
One of those things is the focus on mental health. Before, as when I started, it was, you know, oh, it's a bad call, kid. You know, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You deal with it. Or, you know, I hate to go back on this, but it was, oh, you know, the older guys would go and have a drink, and you know, this and that, and we figured out over the years that that's not a good combination. So we offer the services and stuff so that the younger generation, the ones coming on now, don't have to go through that. So, but and then another big change is what people do for work. As far as becoming a call firefighter, a lot of people used to work in town, have their own businesses and stuff like that. And these days, there's not as much as that. It seems to be coming back around, but a lot of our newer recruits are people that are settled in town and their careers allow them to at a later age, and I say a later age like their 30s, early 40s, or the youth who are 18 and still living at home because they can't afford their own place or whatever, so they live with their parents, and then they're able to, you know, they have other jobs that, you know, they work around and stuff like that. But, so that's definitely different, and the cost of everything is crazy. You know, we've gone to town meeting a bunch of times since I've been chief, asking for all kinds of support from the town to purchase new equipment, and the cost has just risen so much over the years. It's almost difficult to have to ask, you know, 3 times as much for a fire truck as we did 5 or 6 years ago. So it's to watch all that change has been a lot.
So speaking of fire trucks, have you taken delivery of everything you needed?
Not yet. We took delivery of the newest truck is our Engine 1, and that's been great so far. We also ordered our ladder truck that was approved last year, and then this year we have an engine approved. And the ladder truck, we signed the contract, and it's a 4-year build date from the time that we sign it till it comes in. And we haven't signed the contract on the engine yet, but they're projecting. I saw the draft contract, and they're saying 1,500 days for delivery. So just over 4 years.
You don't think about that there's just from town to town what you need on a truck and how you outfit it has to be customized from like the ground up. you don't really think about. You
Yeah.
can't just walk into a lot and say, I like that one.
Yeah, they do have some programs like that, but what ends up happening is you end up changing it,
Customizing so
customizing stuff, or sacrificing abilities so that when you go to a fire at, I'll use Wyman Gordon's as an example. They have certain things there that no other town has to respond to.
Right.
So
It's very
we have to make
unique.
sure that it's on our truck
Yep.
so that we can handle that. Otherwise, we have to find somebody else. So.
Yep.
But,
Yep. It has
yeah,
to
so
have a
it's
certain level of
it's a lot.
capability.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
We have an apparatus committee that looks at all that stuff, and it takes about a year from the time that we decide that we need a truck or one needs to be replaced before we get it designed and everything in order to be able to send it out for bid. It's definitely a process.
Yeah. So were you able to get away this summer?
Yes.
Good.
My family and I took a nice long trip out to the Rocky Mountains for
Wow.
2.5 weeks. We have a travel trailer, so towed that out there, and we had a blast. So
Did you
good.
do national parks?
A couple national parks. We went down to Moab, to Arches National Park, Yellowstone, and a couple other small ones along the way. So, but
Wow.
it was really fun.
Was it busy?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, and traffic wasn't bad either.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
Well, glad you got that in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Everybody needs some time off.
that's for sure.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
We are going to have you spin our Wonder Wheel.
Okay.
So,
Dan is up.
Dan, you're ready to go?
Oh,
I would like you guys to meet my new friend, Spinny the Wheelie.
Spinny the Wheelie.
All right, Dan.
make it a good one.
11.
11.
Oh, it's a toughie.
Okay. This is more of a history question. What year was the town of Grafton founded?
I believe the date that I can throw around is 1735.
That is correct. Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
Read it a few times.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You read it?
You've seen that on a logo or something?
Maybe something
you know,
like that,
Maybe
yeah.
a poster or two. You know.
Right.
You were talking about the recruitment. Have you seen a change in the diversity of age ranges? Like, if you've got those more older, settled in their 30s, but the 18-year-olds, like when you first started 30 years ago, was it a lot more generational, or
No, there was still a good mix.
There was
back
still a
then.
good mix?
Yeah, I remember when I started. One of the captains that recently retired. We started about a year apart, and he was 30 years older than me. So, it's actually, sorry, I shouldn't say it. 20 years older than me. Sorry, Bob. But he started, after he again had a home, kids, and everything like that, and I started when I was 17.
All right.
But
Okay.
let's
Yeah,
have this.
that's interesting.
And when you say diversity, we have a lot more females on the department now,
Yep.
which is really good. And just people of all walks of life. It seemed to be coming around to the idea of helping their community out and stuff that normally wouldn't have in the past. So
Yeah.
again, it's great to see.
Yeah, it is great. Yeah.
All right, well, you heard it here. They need firefighters, so
They
step
need
up.
firefighters.
Yep, we do. We're always
Yep.
looking.
Yep. And we're lucky to have them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back to GCTV's live broadcast from National Night Out in partnership with the Grafton Police Department. It is 8:01 and the temperature has dropped again. It is now 70 degrees. We are here with the chair of the Select Board, Andy Jefferson.
Thank you all so much for having me. I love this spot.
Yeah, this is the key spot right
It
here
is.
in town.
Right here.
This is it. We heard you were in the dunk tank.
I was. I got to go in 6:20 this year. It was awesome. I was right behind Will. So early on, still plenty of water, still really warm. Appreciate. Shout out to Lieutenant Crosby for both signing me up and for supplying us with warm water tonight. Made a big difference.
Yeah, especially since it is not that warm.
It's beautiful
It's
out though.
so
I mean,
nice.
we've really been blessed with amazing weather the last couple of years. It's
Yeah.
it's been sweltering so many times here.
Right before and right
downpours
after.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
heat
It's gorgeous
waves
out tonight.
and not this particular day. This has been the day to have it. It's been amazing.
Nice night out. Yeah.
Yeah, a nice night out for our national night out.
So tell us about the summer of Andy Jefferson. What
Yeah.
have you been up to? And don't talk about work.
Well, work has to factor in a little bit.
We'll get to that. Talk about the summer of Andy Jefferson. What have you and the fam been doing this summer?
It's been a whirlwind. I was just telling a friend this, that I get a little bit sad this time of year because we usually go to the Cape right around the 17th of July with a group of friends. And to me, it almost triggers the end of summer because we do that. We're there for, about a week. The advertising agency that I work for, they bring us all out to Seattle once a year. So I just got back from a week out in Seattle, and it's close proximity. And then the kids will be going back to school in a couple weeks. So it's just like bang, bang, bang. Once that series of events happens, it's the school year again before you know it. But that's been my life as of late. We get to spend some time in Barnstable a couple weeks ago. It was, again, gorgeous weather. Couldn't have asked for a better trip to the beach. And Seattle last week was gorgeous. It's just a nice place to be. If I weren't in Grafton, I might consider it. But yeah, it was. That's what I've been up to.
Even my wife commented, "National night out? Oh my God!"
yeah. I thought about you too. The Blue Angels fly over every week when we're out there. They were very active this past week, and it is shocking the first few times you hear them. It definitely takes some getting used to, but just an amazing thing to see them flying around outside your building and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course, I'm used to it.
I know you're petitioning them to come out to Grafton, and they can spend time
Well, if
here.
Seattle doesn't want them,
why not?
Come on, send them this way, because Stoney's been trying for years to get a flyover, and why not the Blue Angels?
Yeah, one up the parade. There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crank it up about. What does Bill say? Turn it till it's 11.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. These go up to 11.
Yeah.
To 11. All right.
What's on your mind now, work related?
Yeah.
Well, it feels like the select board hasn't met in a year at this point, even though it's been, I think, 3 weeks. It's when you get into that schedule and you have some time off, it feels odd. But the summers are always a little bit lighter, which is nice. Just a little bit less of the technical work to go through. But budget season will be right around the corner, and we'll be getting right back into the thick of things. So again, just kind of a sad end of summer things, like budgets are rolling around, but. That's what we'll be getting into next. We do. I was looking at upcoming agendas, and I don't know. Just I guess throw a quick shout out. Lucky over at Pepperoni Express is retiring and transferring that business over, and we'll be granting a new license for the former Stephanie's Daily Grind spot in the coming weeks. So,
nice.
a couple exciting new things on Grafton's horizon. So that's neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, just fun stuff right now.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to enjoy the fun stuff.
No heavy lifting.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
I think Dawn has something she wants to ask you.
Yes. We are going to spin the Wonder Wheel. We have 12 new
And
questions.
with a big wahoo, I will spin the wheel.
On that wheel.
Come on, 4. Oh, 6.
Very close.
Okay. Oh, this is one of Bob's questions. Would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shots of tequila with Sammy Hagar?
That's a good question, Bob, because I feel like I'm walking lines here. In terms of people, it's probably showing my age a little bit, but in terms of people I want to hang out with, it'd probably be a little bit more Ryan Reynolds than Sammy, but I'm not a real gin person. I'd definitely be more of a tequila person, but Sammy would be a fun hang anyways. I don't think there's really a lose in that scenario, so I'm going to go with tequila with Sammy.
All right. Excellent
Maybe we can get
choice.
Dan Aykroyd in there, too. I think he's a tequila guy, isn't he? I don't know.
And doesn't Clooney have a vodka?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just get a whole group. You can do like an Ocean's 11 of drinks.
Of drinks, yes. Yes, I like that. That works for me.
You know something Brooke Padgett always told Bill and I about the TV studio and trying to get people into the actual studio to create a program. He said you should offer drinks. And there's something
They do that on one of the
oddly logical
Bravo
about
shows,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Where they have They have your usual guest format where
Mhm.
you do like you're there to promote a movie or an album or a show.
Yep.
And is it Andy Cohen? Watch what? No, I'm not sure.
Is it an American or a British
It's
program?
it's American,
Okay.
and then they have a bar, and then they have people who are the guest bartenders,
Right.
who maybe don't have anything specific they're promoting, but they're there to make the drinks.
Yep.
That's the idea right there.
And so I listened to this podcast called That's Messed Up, an SVU podcast. Shout out,
Ooh.
Kara Clank and Lisa Traeger. They do they recap an episode of Law and Order SVU, and then they kind of sort of investigate the true crime that it was based on, and then they interview someone who was in the episode. So they've had like not Mariska Hargitay, but they've had like other.
What about Chris? Is Chris gone?
No.
Okay.
But Kelly Giddish, who was one of the Amanda Rollins. They've
that's a
had some big, some small. They're great interviews, but they were the guest drink makers, and I never watched this show. For them, I watched it, and I thought that's fun. So maybe we could do that.
There you go.
It's like we have a guest person who's making the drinks, and then you interview like one or two people.
Who would you choose to be the first guest bartender?
Oh, the guest bartender?
Yeah. Because once the word gets out that there's liquor involved, the line's going to go out the door.
Right.
So,
we'll
but you
have
got to
our-
get that
We'll
first.
have our pick of
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah. Does anybody come to mind?
I make drinks. I'm just saying. I mean, I can pour wine, I can pour beer, but I actually do make a very good vodka martini.
All right, so there it is.
I think we just got to pick a date at this point.
Yeah. And then we just have to come up with an idea. What's the program going to be called?
Right.
Dishing with Dawn.
I'm just the bartender.
No, I know that, but it's like eventually, if you're back there imbibing, eventually someone's going to say something.
You're gonna want a mic on her. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
The unstoppable Amy Marr and I have also been discussing like a Grafton GCTV Hot Ones scenario. And
Ooh, I like
figuring out
that
how we could,
idea.
how we could work through one of those. Yeah.
Tell us more.
Have you seen Hot Ones? I
think
can't remember
he
the host's
knows.
name, but the guy just sits down with various stars of stage and screen and whatnot. And they have 10 chicken wings, and the sauces get progressively
hotter while they have to continue talking.
Oh
Yep,
my
they
God.
conduct the interview
there's
while
a
they eat.
like Jennifer Lawrence crying. She was just like, she wasn't crying, but like she could not stop with her eyes, just like. It's really good. I actually went to a cookout a couple years ago where my husband has a group of friends. They call themselves the Food Dorks, and they always exchange recipes and different things. And one of them did a hot wings challenge at their cookout. So that was like one of the things that you didn't have to eat them, but they had like the tray, and you went around and you got. Every round was a different one. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you don't even have to go through the work of making the kits yourself. You can buy the kit.
You can buy the
and,
kit
get all the
online on
sauces and
Amazon.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I would be, the sweat would just be pouring down my forehead like Niagara Falls.
I think we should do a Hot Ones with a bartender.
Put those hands together.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking. I could
Let's
definitely.
that's a mashup. I think could be a really good time.
You want some of that dairy at the end? I could do the frozen mudslide to wash down the wings.
Yes.
I'm down for one of those.
Going to have to get town council on board for that one, folks.
Yeah, there's got to be some reason why we can't.
There's always a reason why you can't. We have to do it off hours and off campus.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I volunteer my house. If we can't do it on municipal property,
and if
we'll just truck
mysteriously a
everything
camera
over.
shows up. What the hell?
Yeah.
We'll just have to keep an eye out for the police drone.
as
As long
long as the
that's not
drones
passing
aren't
over,
around.
we'll be fine.
You'll always
fine.
invite the police.
See, that's a smart man right there.
I haven't been around this planet, not learning stuff, All right. Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to talk about before we turn you loose to the hordes?
No, I
Oh,
just
they're gone.
I'd like to say thank you to the GPD for hosting this event every year. It's such a good time. Like I said, we've had amazing weather the last few years, and even when we don't, it's still a good time.
Yep.
I was super happy and super fortunate to be invited into the dunk tank today. Putting it out there. If you need someone for your dunk tank, reach out anytime.
There he is.
Happy to help with those. But yeah, just happy to see so many smiling residents tonight, having a good time and enjoying everything that we have to offer, and all our town volunteers and town employees for coming out tonight and putting in that extra effort. It really makes everything special, and this is our little slice of Americana tonight. It's just
It is.
delicious.
Our chair of the select board, Splash Jefferson.
Thank you both so much for having me, and thank you to Bill too in the booth.
Thank you, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It is 8:15. The temperature is 70 degrees, and we are wrapping things up with the man of the evening, Chief Minardi. Thank you so much for hosting this with the Grafton Police Department.
Good evening. Thank you, folks, for coming, and thank you for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
So why don't you take a moment and introduce your story leading up to becoming Grafton's newest chief? Because I'm sure there's a lot that people don't know about you.
Oh, fair enough. There's probably is a lot people don't know about.
It's kind of like
fine.
a reverse interview process.
Okay. Yeah, so I was born and raised in the town of Westboro. I had two brothers. Obviously, my folks from Westboro. I'm a second, third generation minority from the town of Westboro. I got hired here in Grafton in 1996. So basically, I went to a trade school, learned how to build houses for a living, and then got interested in law enforcement. And so I got hired here in 1996. About 3 or 4 years in, I became a detective. And about 3 or 4 years after that, I became a sergeant. And then I'm getting a little foggy on the years, but eventually made lieutenant, and then became the first deputy police chief under Chief Norman Crapo. And it'll be a year, October 4th, as the new police chief in Grafton.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a journey.
It has been.
Has it seemed really whirlwind in a way, or has it been steady pace, or how would you describe it?
I'd say it's been pretty steady. I mean, I never set out to be a police chief. I just I wanted to take pretty much advantage of every opportunity I could to make myself a valuable asset to the organization and to the community. And as it turns out, I just sort of wound up getting promotions, and I think they stretched out nicely, so I was able to mature in each role and get some positional maturity before I took the next step. So but certainly making chief was a son of a whirlwind. There was a lot to it. So it's been a little clunky, I think, but I think we're doing pretty well overall, and I'm pretty excited to continue to march.
So you make it sound like I didn't want this; they just came along and handed it to me.
I guess I'd say my goal was to be a good street boss, and I think with a work ethic and an approach, like I said, just make myself a valuable asset. I think you just wind up in a position where you're able to take that next step, where your administration trusts you to do the work that you're doing, and then the people around you also trust you, and they have some faith in you, and they want to work for you. And I think eventually you just those opportunities come to you, and I was fortunate the opportunities came, and you're in a right position to make that next step when it comes along, and I was fortunate for that. I'm thankful for it.
So talk a little bit about, I think back to when I first became cognizant of you. You were always at the table in the back over here with the SWAT guys. And
right.
How did you go? So you just talked about construction worker, you went into law enforcement, patrol, and then sergeant, detective, lieutenant, and then how did you shoehorn in SWAT?
So I think it's probably a little bit of an adrenaline thing. And I think it's a little bit of what makes people want to be police officers. And I think for me, being a SWAT operator is kind of the top of this game in law enforcement. and that's being, like I said, being a SWAT operator is really sort of being at the top of the game and surrounding yourself with people that are very talented physically and very talented mentally, and I just like the challenge of it, and I like the excitement of it, and it's an organization. It's a life-changing sort of move. Many people on the SWAT team wind up getting promoted just because of the responsibilities that come along with what we do, and the work ethic and like-minded people. When you surround your people with that are a lot better than you at a lot of things, and you strive to sort of reach the levels that they're at, and you just improve. So it was something that I became interested in probably a little late for me. I was in my early 40s, but it's something that I really enjoyed, and fortunately I was good enough at it that they kept me around for a little bit. Yeah.
Who trains the SEMLEC SWAT members?
So it's more the senior members that have attended some other trainings. There's organizations, SWAT organizations that are nationwide that have some accreditations. So, but it's really, a lot of the tactics are different where you go, from city to city or from parts of the country. Different parts of the country do things sort of differently, but ultimately the goal is the same. So our senior operators become team leaders, and through their experience and their particular training, then they're able to train our own officers. So that's where we do it.
Fascinating. So you're new to the job, and you have to learn to lead the staff, which they're familiar with you. What about your interactions with the community? How has that gone? Did you feel accepted by the community, or did you have to get people to kind of warm up to you, or how's that transition been?
I felt very, very well accepted by the community. For being here for 30 years, we have some community engagement events like this that are so important to what we do, and I just feel like this is the type of community that even in times of when it's difficult nationally to be in this profession, I've always felt that the town of Grafton and the people that live and work here have been super supportive of us, even in those times. So I didn't feel like that was the difficult part at all. I feel very comfortable with our community members, our elected officials, our town administrator, the different boards that we work with on a regular basis have been, super supportive of us and what we do, and very helpful and supportive to me in this new role. And I'm very thankful for that. But I think that hasn't been difficult at all.
Do you want to talk a little bit about Grafton Police Youth Academy?
I can. I don't know exactly how many years we've been doing it. It was something that our SRO officer, Mark Alves, and one of our newer sergeants, David Spellman. And over the years, they have different support from other members of the police department. But yeah, it's a week-long event. They do a great job. They have some great events that they take these kids to. So there's a selection process for it. We typically fill up pretty quick. It's pretty regimented for these kids. So it gives them some structure and some idea what it's going to be like. But we also want them to have some fun. So they have some great events where they go to the Boston Harbor. They take a tour of the Worcester County House of Corrections. We'll get Life Flight to fly here, and there's multiple other events that they do for them. Well, there's always a SWAT event that they can go to. So they keep them very busy for a week. And I know we had some of them here tonight, like some of the cadets that came here tonight and helped out. And I think that's a really, again, we talk about community engagement. I think that's just a great event, and that's something that's really good for us to do going forward.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to be able to record a lot of it, and it's fascinating to see how the kids transition through just a week.
Yeah.
And it's really fascinating, because when I edit the video, I see things that I didn't even notice on the camera.
Yeah.
And they're just amazing how these kids just pick it up so quick.
It's a great program, and we're fortunate that we have people that are so dedicated that will do that for us.
Dawn has something she wants to ask you.
So we came up with a Wonder Wheel.
Okay.
Bob and I each pulled together 6 questions, so there's 12 potential questions. Dan's going to spin the wheel for you, and whatever number it lands on, I'm going to ask you the question. Some of them are kind of opinion, and some of them are a little historical.
Okay.
So
take it away, Dan.
I forget what to say, but
Just spin
One
the wheel.
last time, spinning the wheel.
Oh.
6.
6. Another repeat question.
Wow. Go ahead.
Would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or drink tequila with Sammy Hagar?
Sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or tequila with Sammy Hagar. That's a very easy one for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tequila Sammy Hagar kind of night for me.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I just feel like that dude would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure my wife would probably rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds. But anyway, that's my answer.
Wow.
All right.
We learn all kinds of things here when we talk to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chief, thank you for coming by. It's been a pleasure to chat with you, and congratulations on tonight's success.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your continued support, and thanks for having me tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Have a great night.
Chief Minardi, Grafton PD.
All right.
All right, we'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back.
Well, Don, this is the part of the program where we review the events of the evening. So this evening, we had amazing weather.
We did. Beautiful, beautiful weather.
We had a magnificent turnout.
Yep.
We had lots of happy faces. We got to talk to Grafton VIPs.
Yep.
Had a lot of laughs. Does that pretty much cover it?
Brainstorm some great ideas for how to bring programming to Grafton Community Television.
And if you missed that segment, go back and watch on YouTube because it's pretty wild. So National Night Out is an annual event. We come out here on the front porch. We give you a glimpse of what happens behind us, but mostly it's just the fun of chatting amongst ourselves and chatting with the people who work and interact with the community here in Grafton.
Yeah.
Maybe you get to know a little bit about me. You get to know a little bit about Dawn, and guaranteed we'll be back next year.
Next year.
Right.
Before we go, we want to
will,
do a thank you to
let's thank the wheel boy.
our
Here he is.
Wonder Wheel extraordinaire.
A little closer.
A little bit
Come
closer.
right in. There
Come
you
on.
go.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dan.
Goodbye.
And we had a great turnout.
We did.
Had a lot of fun. And for the first time, we had some junior guests,
We
which
did.
I thought was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had the shortest guests ever. And we also had our biggest fan, Austin Kelsey, who
Yes.
has been, how do I put it? He has been one of our biggest supporters. And if you give him the time and a microphone, he will tell you in no uncertain terms. We also have to thank the director of this evening's festivities in the booth, Mr. Bill Robidoux, who pushes the buttons and makes sure that the microphones work and gets all of the equipment set up, the lighting, the monitors. Bottom line, he makes us look good, right?
He makes us look good. Thank you, Bill.
And thank you to the town of Grafton for coming out to support us tonight. Thank you to you, Dawn.
Thank you for asking.
Oh, always a pleasure. I wouldn't have it any other way. So with all of that said, on behalf of all of the talented people that work here at Grafton Community Television, this wraps up National Night Out Coverage 2025. I'm Bob DeToma.
I'm Dawn Anderson.
And thank you all for watching.